Welcome back to the Scilife Academy. It's time for another training session. This lesson will teach you how to manage an audit program according to ISO 19011-2018. The purpose of this course is to explain what an audit program is, why the context is so important, and how to manage it. Finally, I will provide a high-level overview of the phases of an audit program. Let's get started. An effective audit program is essential for implementing and improving a quality management system. Is there anything you remember about audit programs? According to ISO 19011-2018, an audit program is a planned set of audits conducted for a specific purpose within a specific time frame. Let's talk about why this program is important. Depending on the auditee's size and nature, as well as the complexity of the management system to be audited, auditors must tailor their audit program. There may also be differences in the type of audit when the context is different. For example, first-party or internal audits are planned, conducted, and reported differently than other audit types. Internal audit departments often report to the Board of Directors Audit Committee, whereas second-party audits are conducted on suppliers and associated companies by the Supply Management Department of the Quality Department. As regards third-party audits, they are conducted by certification bodies for management system certification. Depending on the audit report requirements, auditee context, scope of the audit, and complexity of the audit, the size of the audit program may vary. For example, a global organization will need a broad and deep audit program that involves quality, environment, IT, cybersecurity, operations, and other elements. It's also crucial to consider other items to define the extent of the audit program, such as risks and opportunities, the level of maturity of the management system or systems, and whether audits will address one or more management system standards. And what about audits that are outsourced to other organizations? In those cases, it's essential to pay attention to who makes the most important decisions and how the management system is organized. Let's get started by discussing how an audit program that meets the unique needs of an organization can be developed and used to improve and ensure the success of the management system. But before, let's talk about context. In ISO 19011-2018, context is important because it provides guidance on how to manage an audit program systematically and objectively. An audit has two types of context: internal and external. On one hand, the external context of an organization involves elements such as geography, client requirements, regulatory framework, external stakeholders, and so on. In contrast, the internal context of an organization includes its objective, quality culture, ethics, values, and size. Other topics to consider are its complexity, nature of its products, and audit internal elements, like its confidentiality policy. Auditors can better understand an auditee's management system if they take into account the context. This understanding allows auditors to identify and evaluate risks and opportunities that are specific to the auditee and to tailor the audit program accordingly. It is the responsibility of the audit program manager to ensure objectivity and independence of the audited organization. Remember that independence is the fifth principle in auditing. A key element of an auditor's role is that they must be independent of the activities they are auditing. What is the role of the audit manager? One of the roles is to allocate resources and give directions to focus on the management system areas with the highest inherent risk. Based on the limited amount of time and resources, it is more efficient to prioritize lower performing areas, complex products, and high-risk suppliers. So, what information should the audit manager gather before planning an audit? According to ISO 19011-2018, the following info should be gathered before implementing the audit: audit program objectives, risks and opportunities, audit scope, audit schedule, audit types, audit criteria, audit methods, criteria for choosing team members, and documented audit information. It is crystal clear in ISO 19011-2018 the sum of the above information may not be identified until a detailed audit plan for a specific audit is completed. For audit management, ISO 19011-2018 recommends using the PDCA framework. It consists of following a plan, do, check, and act cycle, PDCA. That's right, let's define PDCA to better understand what it means. A PDCA cycle is a continuous improvement model that involves planning, implementing, checking, and acting upon changes. Audit programs are perfectly suited to this model. Look at the following flowchart. We will delve much deeper into each phase in a minute. Let's summarize the critical elements in each phase. In the plan phase, we have 3 elements in Clause 5 and 2 elements in Clause 6. Establishing audit program objectives, determining and evaluating audit program risks and opportunities, establishing the audit program, initiating the audit, and preparing audit activities. In the do phase, we have 1 element in Clause 5 and 2 elements in Clause 6. Implementing the audit program, conducting audit activities, and preparing and distributing the audit report. In the check phase, we have 1 element in Clause 5 and 1 element in Clause 6. Monitoring the audit program, completing the audit. And finally, in the act phase, we have 1 element in Clause 5 and another one in 7. Reviewing and improving the audit program, conducting the audit follow-up. That's all. Thank you for attending this course. I hope you found it useful and that it has met your learning expectations. See you in other courses at the Academy as you continue your educational journey with Scilife.